if you don't have it yet, the 99X Freeloader app, your ticket into some amazing concerts, your ticket into some money. You can sign up to play the show quiz showdown like we did earlier today. A lot of concerts in there to win. On the contests page at the very bottom menu, Morrissey, Andy Bell from Erasure, Billy Pilgrim, Yellow Card, David Byrne, those and many more. They're waiting for you right now inside the 99X Freeloader app, free where you get your apps. Right now, we shall sleaze with Leslie Fram.
Charlie Sheen said, what? Barnes, I watched AKA Charlie Sheen on Netflix. Have you watched it yet?
No, I want to. How is it?
Well, first of all, I have no idea how he's still on this earth.
Right.
With all the drugs that have gone through his system.
You can tell his face is like paralyzed.
Yes, he looks paralyzed. I can't believe how many times he literally blew his career.
Yeah, a lot.
I mean, the guy was in Platoon.
He blew a lot of things.
He was the highest paid actor on TV. It's unbelievable that he's still here. I thought it was riveting. There were things I didn't know about him, like his days partying with Nicolas Cage. I can't wait to talk to you about it. But he was just on Real Time with Bill Maher, and he actually said this.
You are a cool cat, and you prove it because you have 9 lives. And I mean, the stories, it's like one of those things from like the Old West, you know, and it's all true, like he really did kill a man just for snoring, you know, and you really...
That's not in the book.
No, not that. I'm just saying, I'm making a comparison.
Of
like
course.
all the stories, like you really did try crack for the first time while getting
I mean, it's interesting that you mentioned that. I don't recommend it.
Which one?
But I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
He was getting, I'm assuming, was it BF?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, what?
How do you decide that all those things are going to happen for a first time?
He does talk, in the documentary about having sex with men, and it happened after he started doing crack. One of the kind of revelations to me is how he's remained friends with Denise Richards. Brooke Mueller, his ex, was in the show, and she kind of looks like she's not well. I feel like she's been in and out of recovery as well. But Denise has been really very public about her divorce from Charlie.
I went through so much with my divorce from Charlie that it affected my career. And I had a hard time actually getting a job because people perceived me as someone that was trying to take down Charlie Sheen, who was on this big show, and it was the network and studio, and it was a different time. I also had 2 daughters. I didn't have Eloise at the time, and, I had to work.
So what'd you do?
I did my reality show.
And then
And then it changed. Then I was able to get back to working as an actress again because I just had to be myself on that show because there was so much written in the tabloids about me that was so negative. And if you say stuff, it creates another story. So sometimes it's better to just be quiet and let that story go away. But there were so many stories that it was really difficult when I was going through my divorce.
Did she really have that much work that Charlie Sheen was the reason she wasn't getting work?
I'm not sure, but I remembered finally after watching this documentary on him that she was in 2.5 Men. They brought her in as his girlfriend, and then that caused even more turmoil in his life and hers.
Well, and there's an example of the type of job she had, a walk-in.
And then you got, John Cryer was so open about his feelings about Charlie Sheen. I can't wait for you to see it.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing that. I'm surprised all those people sat down to talk. He has such a problem with them that he would agree to be on it.
Well, God bless Martin Sheen, his dad, who, showed up every time he fell down. Martin Sheen and Emilio refused to be interviewed for the documentary.
Oh, wow.
Which was interesting, yeah. This is interesting. Justin Baldoni has enhanced his legal team by hiring defense attorney Alexandra Shapiro. Do you know who she is, Barnes?
Is that a daughter of Shapiro?
No.
Who is it?
Well, I don't know if she's a daughter, but currently representing Sean Diddy Combs.
Oh, no relation. What's her name again?
I don't know. That's actually a good question. Alexandra Shapiro.
Alexandra. I'm going to see if she is part of that Shapiro.
Oh, look that up. I didn't even think about that.
You would think that she is, but she is she's a partner at Shapiro, Arado, and Bach.
Ask if she's related.
The other Shapiro. We do our research right here, live on the air. Wow.
We're doing our research on air about Alexandra Shapiro.
Well, I don't know what's coming from Leslie Fram.
I don't know. She was added to the defense team.
Yeah, Shapiro, Arato, Bach. Alexandra, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think she's any part to do with the other Shapiro.
Yesterday marked the 55th anniversary of the September 21st, 1970 launch of Monday Night Football. Wow.
It's been that many years?
Yeah. Cleveland Browns beat the New York Jets at Cleveland Municipal Stadium 31-21. You remember who the broadcasters were? Keith Jackson, Don Meredith, and Howard Cosell.
Man, but talk about an elite team.
And that was such an elite team.
Keith Jackson.
Do that again? What?
No, he was great to watch on college football, too. I loved him.
Sylvester Stallone explained during his recent appearance on The Tonight Show that you remember the famous moment in Rocky where he runs up the steps?
That was the most iconic part of the whole thing.
Guess what? It was unplanned, without a permit.
I wasn't even thinking about the steps. We didn't have any money to shoot there. We didn't have a license. I just got out of the car and said, let me just run up the steps, get a shot of it, and we'll get out of here before the police come. But the first take, I said, let me carry my dog up the steps. My dog is a buffalo. You know, it's a 130-pound bull mess. I got halfway up and my knees buckled. I go, dog out.
Yeah. We're going to cut that.
Back in the car, pal. Anyway, we did it. It became a very famous scene, but I thought it's also a great name for a biography about the steps you make in your life to arrive. Because, guys, trust me, I had zero going. Like I said, I worked at a Lion's Cage Deli. I was an usher for a year.
Yeah.
And the thing is, as long as you got to get to a point like, am I going to win or is life going to win?
That's one of the most iconic moments in cinema, period.
Don't know if you could do that today without a permit. They improvised before they got it done before police arrived.
People do that all the time, though. That's brilliant when they do.
I have never heard Arnold Schwarzenegger actually talk about his ex, Maria Shriver, but he was doing this thing celebrating Chris Wallace. I guess it was a celebration for journalist Chris Wallace, and he kind of jokes a little bit about Maria Shriver.
Extraordinary journalist. He has worked for Fox. He has worked for CBS. Do wholly owned subsidiaries of the White House. So we're very proud of that. And the other thing I wanted to just say is that the reason why I know he's a fantastic journalist is because I know a lot about journalists. I've been interviewed, you can imagine, in my lifetime by thousands and thousands of journalists. But not only that, but I also was married to a journalist. The only difference between Chris and Maria is that Chris never has taken half of my money.
I mean, seriously?
What a way to start the conversation.
Yeah, and speaking of Arnold, Rob Lowe, never knew he did an impression, but he gives a little taste of Arnold Schwarzenegger's speech at his son's Patrick's wedding.
Patrick Schwarzenegger got married, and I've known Patrick since he was a little boy.
Oh,
and it was a beautiful wedding.
Did Arnold give a speech at the wedding?
Did Arnold make a speech? I mean,
of course.
It's good to see everybody here. And, it's a wonderful day. And Patrick and killing it now in the White Lotus.
Did he do any of the, I'll be back or anything like that? Or
I think you had to pay extra for the catchphrase.
For the catchphress? Yeah. Oh, okay. You'd think you would get a catchphrase
But I love him so much, and I was just checking in, what's your day like? What do you do? And he's like, I like to feed the pig, and then of course the horse. And, you have to keep them separate, because then Lulu gets angry.
Have you been to the house to see the menagerie?
Oh, yeah. They come and they walk. It's the greatest thing ever. I'm going to do that at that stage in my life.
Are you?
Yeah, 100%. I said, how big is the pig going to get? He goes, who cares?
That's your Celebrity Sleaze.
Man, that's some of the last classic Jimmy Kimmel you may hear ever.
Ever.
Everyone knows the legend of D.B. Cooper, but what if I told you there's an even better story out there? One with multiple aircraft hijackings, prison escapes, and so many twists and turns. I'm talking about the hit podcast, American Skyjacker, which is now an action-packed documentary coming to theaters and streaming this fall. Find out more at www.americanskyjacker.com and listen to our bonus episode of the podcast coming soon. American Skyjacker. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.